Chris, we have to talk. I have a confession. For months, a dark specter has haunted me. I have tried to contain it. I have strived to keep this blight on my soul locked away as tightly as I possibly can. But the beast cannot be denied. It is a part of who I am, Chris. I feel it within my chest even now. It's coming. Forgive me, I am weak. Yes, I am here. MetaVideobloggery.
Videobloggery.
Chris, by MetaVideobloggery, I just mean videobloggery about videobloggery, or in other words, us making videos about us making videos. It's something we do more than we probably should, i.e. talking about punishments and rules and songs and whatnot, so I've been trying to cut back on it recently at least a little bit. But there are things that need to be discussed, so I thought the best solution was to do an entire video devoted to MetaVideobloggery. Now, first I'd like to comment on the whole thing about video structure. Listing bots and then the intro and then explaining them thing, that is fine and I guess it works, but I'm not going to do it, as you can tell from this video. Another thing is that I want to echo your thanks to Peter of the Sizzle Experience and Dave of Dave's Forking Awesome Video Blog with a silly name. Thank you for ripping off the idea about the recommendations. It's an idea that was meant to be ripped off. Now next I want to talk about the videobloggery intro, namely how lopsided it is. By which I mean your intro includes both you and me, but my intro really only includes me. Now videobloggery historians will understand why this is. It's because the intro that I use is from before your involvement in videobloggery, back when it was just me. But times have changed and I have failed to change with them. So in order for us to be brought up to date, one of two things has to happen. Either I have to make a new intro that involves both of us, or we have to both use the same intro. Preferably I'd rather we both use the same intro. That could be the one that you made, or it could be a new one that one of us makes, or that we have someone else make. So what exactly is going to replace my intro is yet to be determined, but in the meantime I am going to stop using that intro from now on. So that means this video is probably the last you'll see of it, unless you happen to go back and re-watch old videos, in which case you can see it as many times as you want. Now that's not the only change to the videos that I'll be making. Occasionally people ask me, Tom, why do you end every video with "have a nice breakfast"? Which, by the way, is a piece of advice that I don't always follow myself. The reason is simply that I don't know how to end things. So the first time I did a video, I just said something random to end it, and then the second time I said the same random thing. And because I did it twice, that ensured that I would have to do it every single time. And while I have occasionally varied it or placed it near the end of a video instead of at the end, I think you'll find that I never forgot to say it, even once. Believe me, I checked. But about a month ago, I decided that I really didn't want to do it anymore, and because I didn't want to get too meta with the whole videobloggery thing, I never had a chance to say that I don't want to do it anymore. So now I'm saying it, and that means that from now on I won't be doing it anymore. The next thing I'd like to talk about is something that you yourself brought up, and that is NaNoWriMo. Chris, both you and I are seasoned NaNoWriMo veterans, so we know that we have what it takes to finish a novel, provided nothing else gets in the way. Chris, is it possible videobloggery might get in the way? It does take a lot of time and attention to throw these videos together, even the less involved ones like the one I'm doing right now. And that's time and attention that we could be devoting to our novels. But I had an idea about how we could bring the two into harmony with one another. Now I think for the month of November we should abandon our regular video schedule. You probably think I'm going to suggest doing fewer videos during November, but no, I'm suggesting we do more videos. Now calm down, it's not as crazy as it sounds. The schedule as we currently have it means that each of us produces a video of about 5 minutes every week. Okay, technically it's every 6 days, but functionally that's about the same. I think that instead of one heavily edited 5-minute weekly video, during NaNoWriMo we should do a bunch of 1-minute videos, maybe 2 or 3 every week. Rather than being heavily edited, they'd be mostly raw footage. Just of us talking about NaNoWriMo, how the month is going, how our word counts are going, where our plot is headed, sharing favorite excerpts, and whatever. I think this would actually amount to less time and effort than our regular schedule while keeping us at a high output level and keeping us focused on our novels. And if the cheese whales don't enjoy it, that's okay, because they know that come December we'll be back on our regular schedule. Obviously we'd still be responsible for our November songs, but other than that we could just let ourselves do these mini nano videos. Is mini nano video redundant? Anyhow, just an idea, wondering what you think about it. Now that brings me to the topic of the 6-month song thing. You suggested a sort of competition between us, but I'm going to refuse that. Partially because there's really no objective way to tell whose song is better than the other, and partially because the 6-month song challenge is a challenge from me to myself, but a punishment from me and the cheese whales to you, and you don't get to dictate the terms of your own punishment. Plus, I don't really want us telling each other what songs to do. I'd rather see what we can come up with ourselves. But on the other hand, I do want to stipulate that if we were to collaborate on a song, then that could count for both of us for that month. I'm already working on my October song, but I was wondering if you'd be interested in collaborating on a November song that could be about the topic of, oh, say, NaNoWriMo. I know it might be a little bit difficult to arrange, but Think about it. I want to conclude by giving you a little bit of a taste of my song. You won't be seeing it in my next video, but maybe in the one after that, depending on how it goes. It will be a Troc song, sort of, and it's a song parody based on the song Africa by Toto, which you've probably heard even if you don't recognize the name. If you don't know the song, then I'm gonna put a link right here. Poking the link. Enjoy! And that's about it, so until next time, have a nice— Ah! You thought I was gonna say it. Oh shit, I just used the you thought I was gonna say it gag. Can't use that one again. Oh well, see you later.